Hi, this is Stephen from Share Navigator. It's November the 21st, and this is your day trading update. We're going to look at some currencies. We're going to look at gold. Let's get started. So first, as normal, we look at our calendar, what announcements are due out today. So you can see what's passed here already. And then the ones that are upcoming here in the next number of minutes, you can see there's a bit of data coming out of the Eurozone. So we won't trade the euro for the next half an hour or so. Or hour. It's not major data, but it's still PMIs. It could impact the euro. We're going to stay away from sterling there. In 35 minutes, we've got two important pieces of data coming out. Then really, we've got some Fed speak today about retail sales on the US side, and that's really not out for about 3 to 4 hours. So we could pretty much trade a dollar, depending on which currency pair you're choosing. If you're going against the euro, for example, leave it a half an hour or so. So just for full disclosure, we've already gone ahead and we've traded the US dollar and the Japanese yen. So you can see we literally just closed it out before I came on live. We got our 15-minute RSI below 30, crossing above it, bought in, and we're out for a quick 10-point gain. And I think that's the only way you can trade these. So that's the dollar yen. Now, I think you're kind of, with the dollar yen, you got to be very, very careful. It's made a kind of a breakout here of this channel. So we're gone into a new upward channel, but there's a good probability it's going to come back down to the lower end of that channel. So I think you're definitely in on your short-term 15-minute range, and you take the small scalps, 10 points here and there. Looking at the euro dollar again, you don't trade that for the next half an hour or so. If we look at this, it's clearly in a sideways range on a medium-term basis. On a shorter-term chart here, you can see we're actually trending higher since yesterday, but the RSI is kind of in no man's land, so it's not tradable at the moment. We really need that to get to some extremes, but that could change in a heartbeat. After the data, you could get a significant move. We'll just wait and see. Sterling, we know there's an announcement coming, so we're not going to trade that. We're still in this downtrend here, folks. It's still up at the higher end of the downtrend, so I think you're more likely to play that down as opposed to on a bullish sense. So if this RSI gets above 70, we might short it. But again, we're not going to do anything in the next hour because there's some important UK data out in the next hour. Looking at the euro versus the sterling, we can see there we're getting RSI starting to head back towards 30 again. We can't really trade this for the next hour or so. But after that, thereafter, I think you're looking at, again, I'd be more inclined to trade this in a bullish sense. So long positions on this one, if the opportunity arises today. So you're waiting on RSI to get below 30. And then, as I said, we've traded the yen. But again, these are just small scalps here. This is a difficult one to trade right now because it has broken out, but there's a good chance we're going to retest this previous high end of that range. And for that reason, I think you need to keep a tighter scalp here. Even if you just scalp 5 or 6 points here and there, and that it might be a safer way to go. And then finally in gold, we've traded gold a lot lately. We haven't had an opportunity to trade it in the last 24 hours. You can see it's clearly going sideways here. What's interesting, it's broken out of this little range. So if you do get a long signal here, I think I'd use that as my stop. So again, with gold, I think this one has been really profitable for us, especially in the last week. So if RSI goes below 30, we're buying, and we're taking 10 or 15 points off the table, walking away. And something similar there, if it goes to the high side, when RSI gets above 70, we short it. So it's pretty simple there, guys. I'd be more confident on the gold side if a trade emerges, but for right now, there are some currency trades. I think you got to stay away from sterling for the next hour, and then thereafter, if some opportunities arise, but two of them, you've got to watch the main directional trend. Okay, this is Stephen with your market update. Thanks and bye for now.